It started like any other shipment, quiet and unnoticed, just another plane making its way across the African skies. But this one wasn't ordinary. Hidden within its cargo was gold, pure, shining, heavy gold, worth over $100 million. The journey began in Niger, one of Africa's most mineral-rich yet economically challenged nations. The destination? Dubai, the glittering hub of the global gold trade, where fortunes are made and stories vanish behind polished skyscrapers. But this story didn't vanish. It exploded. Ethiopian authorities at Bole International Airport in Addis Ababa intercepted the shipment before it could continue its flight. Officials say the gold was being transported illegally, disguised under vague export documentation that raised suspicion. What followed was a storm of questions. How did so much gold leave Niger undetected? Who was behind this massive operation? And more importantly, why was it being smuggled rather than sold through legitimate channels? For many, this isn't just a story about lost treasure. It is a reflection of Africa's ongoing struggle against resource exploitation and corruption. Niger, a country blessed with vast natural resources, including uranium and gold, has seen so much of its wealth flow outward rather than lifting its own people out of poverty. This gold seizure has peeled back yet another layer of the same painful reality. Africa produces the treasure, but rarely keeps the profit. Eyewitnesses at the airport describe the scene as tense but calm. Customs officials wearing their deep green uniforms stood silently as crates were opened one by one. Inside, neatly packed and gleaming under the dim warehouse light, lay the gold bars. They looked almost unreal, so pure, so perfect, yet so heavy with the weight of everything they represented. One official reportedly whispered, "This could rebuild villages." That single sentence captures what many Africans feel each time news like this breaks, a mix of hope and deep frustration. The idea that the continent's immense natural wealth could change millions of lives, but instead keeps fueling secret deals, foreign profits, and political power games. The Ethiopian government has since launched a full investigation into the origins of the shipment. While details are still unfolding, early reports suggest that the gold came from small-scale mining operations in Niger, likely moved through intermediaries who specialize in transporting unregistered minerals out of the country. These networks are often backed by powerful figures, both local and international, who understand how to move value without leaving a trace. For years, Dubai has been a preferred destination for African gold. Its open gold market, low taxes, and minimal export documentation requirements make it a magnet for both legal and illegal gold flows. According to international watchdogs, billions of dollars worth of African gold reaches Dubai every year, often without official declaration from the exporting countries. It's a quiet system, invisible to most, but enormously profitable to a few. What makes this case so striking is its sheer scale. $100 million in gold is not just a few bars tucked into luggage. It is a full-scale operation. It means trucks, loaders, paperwork, and people. It means cooperation from insiders somewhere along the chain. And it means that whoever planned it was confident that it would pass through without trouble. But this time, something went wrong. Maybe it was a tip. Maybe it was an officer doing his job a little too well. Or maybe, for once, luck favored the side of justice. In Niger, the reaction has been mixed. Some officials praised the Ethiopian authorities for stopping what they called a major economic crime. Others, however, have stayed silent, perhaps a little too silent. Across West Africa, social media lit up with debates, anger, and disbelief. Many users asked the same painful question: if we have so much gold, why are our people still poor? The question stings because it's so real. In towns near Niger's gold mines, families live on less than $2 a day. Children play in dusty streets, completely unaware that beneath their feet lies the kind of wealth that could change their futures. And yet, that same gold finds its way into global markets, where it's melted down, rebranded, and ends up in jewelry stores thousands of miles away. Some activists see this seizure as a potential turning point. They hope it sparks tighter border controls, better export monitoring, and fairer systems for local miners. but others fear it will just fade into another forgotten headline, buried under political pressure or quiet international negotiations. Gold has always carried a strange kind of curse. It represents beauty, success, and power, but it also fuels greed, conflict, and deep inequality. Across Africa, it has built empires and broken communities. From colonial days to the modern global market, the story hasn't changed all that much. The resources flow out, and the profits stay elsewhere. But what's different now is awareness. More and more people across the continent are speaking out, connecting the dots between resource loss and poverty, between smuggling and corruption. This seizure in Ethiopia isn't just a legal matter. It is the symbol of a continental awakening. Right now in Addis Ababa, that gold sits under heavy security. Investigators and international observers are inspecting every document, every barcode, every clue that could lead to the people behind this operation. But outside those walls, ordinary citizens are the ones who are truly watching. They want accountability. They want to know if this time, finally, the system will work for them. Somewhere in Niger, perhaps in a small mining town, there are men who dug that gold out of the ground. Their hands are still calloused, their lives unchanged, even though the metal they unearthed is worth a fortune. They won't see any of that money, but maybe they'll hear about what happened. Maybe for the first time, they'll feel that someone noticed their struggle. Maybe this time, something will finally be different. For Ethiopia, stopping that plane was more than just a procedural success. It was a stand for integrity in a region often overshadowed by illicit trade. And for the rest of Africa, it's a powerful reminder that the continent's wealth, both seen and unseen, is worth protecting. This gold, once destined for another city of glass and steel, now rests as evidence of what's wrong and what could still be made right. This incident pulled back the curtain on a hidden system that has been draining Africa's wealth for decades. Beneath the surface of official trade lies a vast network of smugglers, middlemen, and corrupt officials who move gold, diamonds, and rare minerals out of the continent in silence. It's a shadow economy worth billions, and most of it never reaches the hands of the people who actually mine the earth. Every smuggled shipment represents stolen schools, lost hospitals, and missed chances for progress. But the exposure of this network offers something rare, a glimpse of accountability. It shows that these secrets can be uncovered and that there are still people willing to stand up for fairness, even when the system seems designed to hide the truth. If you believe Africa deserves to own its wealth and that stories like this need to be told, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Let's keep this conversation going, because the more we talk about it, the harder it is to ignore. Thanks for watching.